Let's see how we're looking. We have audio and visual source. Hopefully that's right. It doesn't cut off my head too much. Oh, man. I'm tired. Oh. All right. Welcome back, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen. Morning cardio. 10 incline, 2 speed, 50-pound weight vest on. Strengthening the legs. Yesterday, quick recap. Woke up late, but I still hit everything that I needed to. Did my morning cardio, except for insanity. I didn't do insanity yesterday morning. I hit everything except for one. Morning cardio. I missed my morning workout. I went to work. After I got off work, I went to the gym until midnight. Got home, didn't get to sleep until 2 in the morning. So that's kind of why we're in this situation, unfortunately, of waking up late. But still got to get to my cardio. Still got to get to my meals. We're just kind of starting the day a little bit later. Got bags under my eyes. Should have went to sleep. But I told myself I wasn't missing a workout, regardless of how good or bad that workout is. As long as I get to the gym, get a few sets in, get a little bit of a pump, it's a plus. Every day is a new day to get a little bit better. But how are y'all feeling, chat? Y'all feeling good? You hitting your goals, you eating your meals, are you doing everything that you know you should be doing in order to reach whatever goals that you have, whether it be fitness, work, financial, business, relationships, religion, spirituality, whatever it is. Hope that you're doing well. Hope you're hitting your goals. Hope you're hitting your dreams. Hope you're doing amazing. Yesterday, long legs. Said it was late. I did feel a little bit more confident doing jump boxes. I think adding them in twice a week is definitely going to help out with just my leg strength, because having to push through that force to do single leg hops or single leg jumps is definitely something I've been kind of shying away from. And then also moving in more directions besides just forward and backwards. So lateral lunges or side lunges, I think, is going to be a big thing. Doing some side shuffling, side running, slide sled pulls. I think all of those are going to be pretty important when it comes to strengthening my overall leg. Well, how are you feeling so far about the journey of getting in shape? Trying to get ready for this bodybuilding show next year. I feel like as long as I'm consistent and really focus on my daily habits, it will be all good. I'm trying my best not to overthink, not trying to focus on the end goal. It's really focusing on the day-to-day activities. That is getting to the gym, getting to meals, getting to work, doing the cold calls, making the videos, documenting the process so that eventually I can give it to y'all in a nice, concise package. This is exactly what I did after ACL surgery. To get me right, this is what I did, even though I couldn't really run to lose weight. This is what I ate. This is what my daily habits look like in order to hit the goals that I had set for myself. So if you are somebody that is struggling, don't worry. I'm about to give you the blueprint and do my best to make this as easy as possible for you. Because I've been in shape. I was going to say many of times, like a couple times. And I remember what I did to get there. And it's really just a lot of running. Running 4 miles a day, up incline, on the treadmill, like at least 5 days a week. I was working out twice a day, pretty much every day. Insanity in the morning, plus my normal weights at the gym later on in the day. And I truly believe that's what got me shredded. Oh, plus always eating all my meals. No cheat days, no anything like that. But also, big shout out to Vasa. If you've never been, Vasa is absolutely amazing when it comes to a gym. Also, my knee hurts. And not my knee on my surgery leg, my other knee. Which is weird, because my right knee used to be the one that was in the most pain consistently. Because basically, all the time, my right knee would hurt. I thought I tore my meniscus in my right leg. And it seems like the healthier my left leg gets, the more, I guess, reps that I'm doing now, just like with overall lower body on both my right and my left. My right is just not having a good time. Like, which is lame because now my right one is my healthy one. Like, come on, healthy leg. Let's go ahead and get that work in. I'm trying to grow over here. And it's the one portion of my body that's not covered in tattoos. So I would like to get that done. So if you know anybody that does new school, really bright color anime tattoos, please leave them in the chat, leave them in the comments. I would love to know who they are so I can check them out. Because I really want to get my leg done. I'm thinking get a handful of characters from the animes that I like the most. The main issue that I'm having is the fact that it's a lot of characters that I like. A lot of characters that I like. I was thinking, for a fact, Madara, Kid Buu. I was going to get a Nell or Eneru from One Piece in his electrified Buddha form. Maybe like the Dragon Balls. Oh no, I want Vegeta in his Ultra Ego mode with like the purple hair. I don't know if I want Goku at all. Not a huge Goku fan. Trying to think. Other animes. Full Metal Alchemist. Edwards would be pretty dope. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take a look. Because there's a lot of anime characters. I don't know how many realistically I can fit on my leg for it to be still legible from a distance. but also have the type of details that I would like it to have. What are your thoughts? Does anybody have an anime tattoo or sleeve or anything like that? Would love to see it. Love to know who you went to. Like I said, leave a comment if you know any artists that do that style of work, because I would like to get this done eventually. I don't know exactly when, but then I'm completely done on tattoos. It's crazy to think I didn't have any at one point in time. I'm about to be completely covered from the neck down for the most part. Good times, good times. And I know somebody was asking, do tattoos hurt? Yes, they do not feel good in the slightest. But just like everything in life, tattoos are temporary pain. And once you get them done, you never have to worry about them again. I mean, maybe. I feel like some of mine need a little bit of touches up, but for the most part, I feel like we look good. We're just walking. Oh, we are just walking. A crusty crab pizza. It's the pizza for you and me. At least that's how I feel whenever I'm doing cardio. Especially this time, where it's more of a ruck. It's just like monotonous and slow. And you just got to tell yourself, one foot in front of the other. Does anybody out there actually enjoy cardio? Like, you run for fun? I've just never been one of those people. I don't think I've ever necessarily enjoyed doing cardio. Cardio is just something I know I have to do for heart health and that type of stuff, where I just want to get it done and over with so I can do the fun stuff, which is actually lifting weights. But it looks like it's going to be another late night in the gym. Probably be there till midnight tonight, because I'm going to go as soon as I get off work. And then hopefully Friday, I can get up in the morning, do everything beforehand so that I can try to be asleep early Friday night. And then I can kind of reset my sleep schedule. I need to start focusing more on my sleep. I know that's one of the things that I'm greatly lacking, because sometimes I sleep for 5 hours, sometimes 4, sometimes 6. Not normally over that amount, but and I was talking to a guy that I work with yesterday, just about like making content in general. I'm like, man, if you change your perspective around making content, it might help out a lot. Remind you, I make content, have a lot of different channels, but in no means am I Mr. Beast or somebody that gets, hundreds of millions of views on videos and things of that nature. Just from my small experience in making content, running a few businesses, that type of stuff. And I'm like, man, once I changed my perspective on what content was used for, content is really to document what you are doing in life so that you can look back and say, look at all these things that I've achieved or tried or got better at or hated or loved, whatever the case may be. And you can give that in the form of video. So, one podcast I was listening to that kind of shifted it a little bit for me was, he said, the only reason we know about Anne Frank, it's because she had a diary. So if you're somebody who doesn't make content for social media, how are you ever going to be remembered? Because you're not leaving anything. I mean, obviously, you might be married, might have kids, might have businesses, but eventually, when you pass, no one's going to remember you. And if you don't believe me, try this thought experiment. What is the name of your great great grandfather? You probably don't know. And if you do, kudos to you. I need to be more in touch with my family tree, I guess. But for the majority of people, they don't know who their great great grandfather is. And it's not that they didn't do anything important. I mean, obviously, they had your great grandmother or grandfather, you know? So they obviously did important things. But if you're not logging, documenting, writing, taking photos, taking videos, there's really nothing to pass on to that next generation. I really hope that one day, if my child, if I'm ever lucky enough to get married and have children, is struggling to, I don't know, get in shape, feel more confident, make money online, that type of stuff, they can click on my videos and be like, oh, this is the exact workout routine my dad used to get shredded. Or this is the exact steps my dad used to run a business and become financially stable or ahead or whatever verbiage you really want to use. So hopefully I'm just laying out the blueprint of what I figured out that worked. And hopefully they'll be able to use this to reach their full potential, whether it's from me directly or from some videos that I made online. I think having more of that mindset will really help out. Some people are asking why I walk backwards. So I don't really know. PT had me do it. People who are supposed to be like knee specialists say that this helps out a lot. Even though I'm not going to lie to you, my knee is hurting a lot. Like a lot. That's okay. We're going to keep walking. I got to stretch it. I've been using my red light therapy on my left leg. I think I'm going to start using it on my right while I have the ice pack on my left. So I can double hit that thing. Where a little red light, boom, a little ice, boom, and hopefully it feels a little better. And it could be all the box jumps I did, which is also weird because my left leg feels looser than my right leg. My right leg feels sore, feels like it hurts. But also, when I was doing jumps, sometimes I would jump down on my right leg and then jump up on my right leg. For my left, not gonna lie, I was scared. So I would jump up on my left and then step down. Jump up on my left, step down. So that could be something to do with it. Just a lot of force, especially on a joint that I haven't necessarily done that much on. I've done like jump ropes, like pogos and things, but I haven't done a lot of box jumps because when I left PT, I don't know if I was cleared to do them, but I'm at the point now where I'm like, look, my ortho surgeon said I can't necessarily hurt myself anymore unless I'm just, trying to go play full speed football or basketball or sports with cutting and moving and things like that. So I'm really just focused on strengthening the leg, moving side to side, getting into deep stretches, which has still been very difficult. Also, if you know any good stretch routines to get full flexion back in your knee, I would love it. If you could put those in the chat, put them in the comments, send them to me. My email is on my page, depending on what platform you're on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, Daily Motion, TikTok, Instagram. Look, I'm everywhere. I post all types of places. Also, I was watching Ty Lopez last night. And if you don't know who Ty Lopez is, you live under a rock. But essentially, he's one of the first like internet marketers that I can remember, to be honest with you. He had the video that was like, you know what's more important than this Lamborghini? All these books. Because these books got knowledge in them. And they can't take your knowledge, but they can take your car or something like that. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm saying. But he explained that content is marketing 101. If you can sell, then that's cool. You can always make money. But if you learn how to market, you can be rich. Because marketing is just doing sales to the masses. Normal sales is 101. You want to buy a car? You come to me, I sell you a car. But at the end of the day, there's only so many hours that I can spend showing people cars and selling them cars. When you're a marketer, you can learn how to run paid ads through Google, TikTok, Instagram, Meta, Bing, Yelp, Reddit, newspaper, Tubi, YouTube. And now, instead of selling that car to that one person, you can try to sell that car to anybody on the internet that sees your ad. So I'm trying to really dial down more on marketing as a whole, which I know is just making content, but it's about understanding keywords. It's about understanding hooks, about understanding motion and that type of thing. So if you're somebody who makes a lot of content, who's good at making content, or maybe you, I don't know, content agency or something, you teach people how to make content, leave a comment down below. We'd love to reach out, pick your brain, see if we can do a collab or do something, because I do need somebody who teaches that type of stuff to me and the rest of my agency. If you don't know what the agency is, run a lead generation agency in which we get local businesses leads to help them grow, make more money, impact our community, that type of thing. But I'm always looking to grow and learn and get better at the craft, which is making content, sales, ads, landing pages, webinars, opt-in pages, over the phone sales, that type of stuff. Also, I've been watching Jobless Reincarnation. Such a good anime. Like, such a good anime. It makes no sense why it's so good. I love a good isekai. Isekai just lets you get out of your own head, get into another world, play a character that you've always wanted to be. And I love that. I am trying to take that same approach to my everyday life. Every day is a new day to get better. Now, my routine is pretty stagnant in terms of gym, content, gym, eat, work, gym content, and then like an hour at night to stretch, work on the agency, work on ads, edit content, post content. So every day just seems like a never ending loop of content editing and working out. But I guess that's not a bad thing. Oh, dang it. I didn't put on my watch. Dang it. So I'm going to have to see how many steps I actually get in today. Or I'll just make sure that I get 10,000 steps in today And this cardio session doesn't even count, I guess. But you know what? That's okay. I really want a walking pad. Look, if anybody has any type of love in their heart, get your boy a walking pad because I would like to be able to get my steps in while I'm working. As you see, I'm on the treadmill in my garage. It's nice. Get out here, a little bit warmer. It'll be a little bit cooler, whatever the case may be. Also, can't wait to fill up my ice bath once it gets a little bit colder and start doing plunges maybe right after I get off the treadmill. But having a walking pad would be so nice. I feel like I'd be able to get work done, plus hit my steps while I'm eating, while I'm watching anime, doing really anything. So I definitely need to get one of those. I'm also not trying to spend money though. I want to do 1 month where I spend money on absolutely nothing besides essentials, groceries, Wi-Fi, mortgage, car, gas, that type of stuff. But no buying things like treadmills, even though it would be nice. I have a treadmill, so I don't necessarily need a walking pad, but it'd be nice to have a walking pad. I am excited for Sunday though, because I feel like my feet hurt, my knees hurt, and I'm tired of doing cardio, of working out. I only have, what's today, Thursday? 3 more days, get through this week, reset on Sunday, and then we're back to it on Monday. Because going balls to the wall is nice, but you also got to give yourself a break. Got to let your muscles some time to recover, take some time off. Still got to be active, still got to go outside and do things. Still got to make sure I stretch, get my meals in. But I just feel like my body's kind of beat up this week. The good thing is 10 incline, 2 speed, 50-pound weight vest does not seem super daunting when it comes to cardio in terms of like it's a pretty slow pace. Yeah, you see me holding on. It's not really because it hurts my legs. It's because it hurts my shoulders. This weight vest is just has always made my traps really sore and doesn't feel great. But which is also crazy because I'm like, man, I'm trying so hard to have this mid physique. And some people don't even work out. And then I question, why am I having to do all this extra? Woke up late today, try to be getting up at 4 to do cardio. And it's like, man, getting up every day at 4 is so difficult. And I know it shouldn't be because some people have to go to work at that time. I have a friend, she wakes up at 3 to go to work. And I'm like, what? But she also gets off at like 1 or 2 or something, which must be nice. But man, that's early. That is early. Mm. You gotta remember 1 foot in front of the other. Also, think about writing a book. something along the lines of happiness. Now, probably being proud of yourself is a better emotion to strive for than happiness. Because happiness is a fleeting emotion. It comes and goes. When being proud of yourself doesn't necessarily have to. Did you accomplish the things that you told yourself that you were going to accomplish today? No matter what they were. They could be as simple as making your bed in the morning, making some content, going to work on time, finishing that project you have it for class. It could literally be anything. And once you hit those things, you realize that being proud and being happy, they feel similar, but I would argue that being proud of yourself is a better feeling than being happy. This becomes a mental thing about the 30-minute mark in which we are at right now. Because all I want to do is get off this thing now and be like, I'm done. I'm like the laziest, unlazy person. Well, no, I'm still pretty lazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But like, yeah, I work out twice a day. Yeah, I get my cardio in. Yeah, I do 30 minutes at the gym of more cardio before my workout. I try to stretch and then get an hour and a half workout, maybe 2 hours in, and repeat 6 days a week. But man, if I don't have to walk or move my body, I definitely won't. I am excited and very scared for Monday because we start jogging on Monday. And I'm worried. Not gonna lie to you. Especially if I'm gonna be running on this treadmill. Slightly worried. Well, I just don't want this thing to kick off on me. Oh my goodness. My back. This thing is just heavy. For a long time, I had 20 pounds in this thing. Then I moved up to 30. And I was like, oh, it's easy. Let me just jump to 50. Sometimes I make mistakes. Such a beautiful day outside. Birds are chirping. Bees are being or buzzing or whatever. Whew. And then you gotta look down and just remember, one foot in front of the next, one foot in front of the next. And then I do see that they have some training programs on here. I don't know exactly what they mean. Like, they would be kind of cool to see, or to see if I could like program what I want to do into here, where it's like every 3 minutes I'm jogging on 6, and then for 2 minutes I'm walking, 3 minutes jogging, 2 minutes walking, that type of thing. I mean, I guess I can just manually do it, but it would be nice if it did it for me. Like I said, there goes my laziness, which is crazy because I'm on the treadmill doing more cardio, trying to think of ways to be extra lazy. Look, it is what it is. I've also been doing this fasted for the last couple of days, and I definitely feel better when I do my cardio fasted than when I do my weight training fasted. I feel like for weight training, it just requires like more fuel. When I do morning cardio fasted, I kind of just feel lean, to be honest with you, and that's a very good feeling because the scale has been moving in the right direction. except for yesterday. I gained weight, or yesterday morning, I gained weight, and I did everything right the day before. I didn't eat off my diet, didn't skip any workouts, didn't skip cardio. It could be from the gym, or I didn't drink enough water. So I really want to dial in today, making sure I at least get my gallon in because I'm gonna make the gym. That's that's a fact. That's a non-negotiable. I'm making the gym. Oh, that breeze hits, and it just lets you know that we're on the right path. That's what I really want. I want to scale up lead gen. I want to scale up content creation to get to the point where I can do this all day. Maybe not on the treadmill. I would like to do it outside in nature, walking around my community, sightseeing a little bit. But this is blissful. Just being able to exercise, having the ability to exercise without major pain. Yeah, both my knees hurt, but we're strengthening them. We're getting them better. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But just the ability to get up every day and work out, go to work, to make money, to have friends, to build connections with people, it's just such a blessing. And I take it to granted. I take it for granted a lot. But sometimes when I sit back and I'm like, man, life is good. Life is difficult, don't get me wrong, but life is good. So leave some in the chat. Leave some in the comments. What are you grateful for? Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe you have a fast metabolism and you can eat whatever you want. Whatever you're grateful for, leave it in the chat. Because saying what you're grateful for every day can change your perspective on maybe your day, your terrible situation that you think you're in. Because the world's unfair to everybody. And that's why the world is fair. Because it's unfair. Nobody gets started with a silver spoon in their mouth. Or if they do, kudos to them. We're not talking about them trust fund babies. We're not talking about y'all. Even though people say that, I bet it's very stressful for those people. Like, you probably got to go your whole life and go to the best university, study super duper hard, be great with your delayed gratification, understand what other people are playing, enjoying themselves. You're getting ready to be an adult. Like, even as a kid, you got to learn how to be an adult because there's going to be so much responsibility on you when you get older to manage this money or your family's fortune. So use trust fund kids. I know everybody probably says how easy it is. I bet y'all go through a lot, but we're not talking about y'all right now. We're talking about us normal folk that don't have trust funds. Be lucky if your parents got life insurance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Trey, why are you leaned over? Because I'm hurting, okay? I'm struggling. I'm doing my best just to finish out. Because that's all I can do. Man, just one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. If I can get a mile and a half in, that'd be dope. So I got one more lap around the track to get a mile and a half. And then this 45-minute ruck is officially in the books. Shout out to military people. Yeah, I'll be doing this with 100 pounds on you. And then they be saying crazy things like, we got 5 miles today. Like, who got 5 miles today? Because it ain't me. It can't be me. Oh, man. Also, I think what I'm going to do is on Monday, especially for abs, I'm going to add like 5 reps. So I normally do set of 25, first set on abs. There's obviously no weight or anything, body weight stuff. I'm gonna do 25 reps. And then I normally do 3 sets of 10 with weight. But I think I'm gonna do 3 sets of 15 with the same weight. So I know I'm progressing. Then another week goes by, and maybe we put that up to 20, another week 25. And then we're gonna add weight and basically start over with 10. Because I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of progress my abs without making it so difficult that I need a partner so I can do weights and things like that. Oh man. Ugh. 5 more minutes, we're in the home stretch. Anything y'all want to talk about today? Anything y'all want to know? Anything y'all want to conversate about? Leave it in the chat. Let me know. Because I need something to take my mind off these last 5 minutes. So if y'all got anything, go ahead and share with the boy. Woo. Okay. Thinking for like the last minute. Maybe I'll put the speed up to 3 and just bang out a minute. But until then, we're walking. Oh, I don't think I'm getting to a mile and a half. Not at this rate. I still got 4 more minutes, I guess. But, oh, man. Ugh. Ugh. Also, I think doing some like hill sprints and things would be really fun. Okay, I shouldn't say fun, but it'd be something to do. I mean, essentially, this is what this is. It's only 10 incline, though, but it's harder than no incline, right? Just one foot in front of the other. I wonder how many people like walk with a weight vest on, just in general. Because I feel like people really don't like walking with this on. To be honest, I can't blame them. It's not fun. Eh, man, this lasts like 2 minutes, dog. My back. Can't imagine how this actually feels when it gets hot outside. Yeah, you know I couldn't do a stream without telling y'all again. One, I'm a Seahawks fan. Big shout outs to us winning Super Bowl last year. I think we have another good shot at repeating Sam Darnold. But man, the Rams defensive line looks scary, especially if Aaron Donald comes back. Two, 76ers are winning the championship next year. I will Bet anybody on this chat, on this live, on social media who wants his work, I bet you 100 push-ups that the 76ers won a championship this year. I almost will go as far as saying next year as well, but I'm holding off for right now. So if you want to take this bet, let me know. Put it in the chat, DM me, text me. It don't matter. You let me know. Because you're going to be doing push-ups. Hopefully, you can do 100 push-ups. Maybe not straight. You can break it up however you want, but oh, gosh. You just got to tell yourself. I do a lot of workout videos, and they be like, you got to push your body. It's only 30 seconds. And I be thinking, yeah, but it's hard. But then I also be thinking like, dang it, he's right. It's only 30 seconds. And just like that, another cardio session in the books, and our treadmill didn't die on us today. Gotta love it. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, leave a like, leave a comment, leave something in the chat. How are you doing today? How are your goals going this morning? Did you hit the things that you told yourself you were going to hit today? Are you sticking to your diet? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing at work? All that good stuff. Let me know how it's going. Because all we're trying to do is hold each other accountable here to being better, to being fitter, to, just building a community of like-minded people. Really appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you later on for the gym. We have shoulders and chest today, which I'm really excited about because I need to focus on hitting shoulders more. So there's that. And just like that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.